Guys, oh my gosh, top of the morning. I did not plan to go live. That's why I look like this. I'm telling you from now, there's something about this message that's kind of urgent and necessary. It also is very different. I'm at a bar, I'm at a restaurant, and they're playing music, which you may or may not be able to hear. And the music, the nature and the vibe of the music is nothing to do with the messages, or at least not to my conscious awareness. Okay, the messages, okay, let me just tell you first how my morning went real quick, okay? So I'm very triggered where I'm currently living, okay? So I wake up this morning, I'm doing some chores, and this wash of darkness comes over me, and I start, like, I can feel my own darkness lashing out, talking about, like, fucking this and these motherfuckers, and like and I am feeling my own dark energy. So whatever, I go to the gym, right? Oh, and I specifically said, I'm like, whoever's sending me fucking dark energy, may it lick them back. And you guys already know I don't do no return to sender, so you should have known I was already gonna be fucked from mine. And don't, we talked about this, we do not return to sender. Oh, I was returning to sender today, I was not feeling it. I'm like, but really, what was I returning to sender? There was nothing. It was my own darkness. So I go to the gym. I get on the road. I get cussed out by two different people, and I almost kill a man on a bike. Now this goes into, so just with that alone, my darkness that I put out there came back to me. And it wasn't where I was sending out all that dark energy. As soon as I got on that fucking road, within like 20 minutes, I had a taxi cuss me out. I allowed that, and I swerved him, and then I got cussed out again, and then I okay, so this goes to the other message now, right? So the man that I almost killed on the bike this morning, okay, and I don't know why I drive the way I do. I've driven like this since I have had a vehicle, since I've been licensed and insured. I don't know where my brain goes. I don't know. I'll figure out the whole driving thing. Anyway, the man, so the guy that I almost hit on the bike, and guys, keep in mind, this all has to do with the downloads I'm about to share to you, okay? The guy that I almost killed on the bike, who also cussed me out while saving his life, you know, was able to also give me hands and all these things, pussy hole bati man, like all these bitch. And then, but the car that was in front of me that I went around was kind of driving out in the middle of the road, and I'm thinking, yo, what the fuck? And he's driving slow. I'm like, yo, what the fuck's this guy doing, man? Him drunk already from morning. This again with the bad energy I'm shooting out, right? Now he's drunk from morning. I don't know anything. But I'm assuming he's drunk from morning, right? So I go to swerve around him, and I almost kill the guy on the bike. So guess why he was in the middle of the road? He was trying to tell me, bitch, I see you in my rear view. Fucking just calm down. And I didn't take the cue. So he was trying to save me. And the guy I almost killed on the bike. But by the grace of God, God saved us all, right? So thank God there's a creative prime source greater and a higher power than us all, right? So this then led into these downloads. Good morning, guys. I know I wasn't planning to be here, and I thank you guys for all telling me, you know, I look beautiful and everything, but you guys know I like to put a little more effort on these YouTubes because there's so many people watching, but it is what it is. Okay, we have to, this message, there is a little bit of an urgency because some of you have this energy. You have to be mindful of not projecting it externally. So yes, I felt triggered this morning, but there was no need for me to walk around the yard calling people Batiman and pedophiles. Mind you, these people don't pay me no mind. They don't give a fuck about me. They just think I'm a crazy white bitch from foreign, and they just happy that I pay my bills, right? So they're just like, whatever. Like they probably talk the most shit about me, but it doesn't even matter, right? It was my energy that I put out there, my dark energy that I put out there that I got back, okay? So, no, I'm not white. I'm Jamaican and Italian. But anyways, in certain places here, okay, there are no people even my color, let alone white people, okay? So just that's not the point of this message. Somebody tried to save me and I didn't take heed to it. Instead, I sent them dark energy. I almost killed a man. I just want us to be accountable, because when this dark energy, because I also seen one OBO woman this morning, okay, who, and when I say OBO woman, I'm talking about somebody who doesn't really like me and has all this bad energy for me, that doesn't know me and that I've not done anything to. So I could have easily said, it was that bitch, that Obia bitch. She sent me dark energy. She sent me bad mind. But I'm an alchemist, and we know that wouldn't work anyways. Guys, we're not talking about that anymore. We're moving on. I'm sorry. I don't know what it's been. My energy it's because of the inner soul work that I'm doing, like the shadow work I'm doing, just really clocking, feeling like people don't deserve the good part of me. They just deserve the bad part. You understand? And that's all just a projection. I deserve the best parts of me. You understand? So anyway, there's a lot of messages here, but there's something about somebody. Okay, so here were the downloads I was also getting, right? So some of you guys, somebody is going to rescue you and you didn't even know you needed rescuing. Somebody is going to tell you, for some of you, somebody's going to come and tell you that you're in danger and you had no idea you were in danger. Okay? For some of you, somebody is going to bless you with something in the pentacle material realm. And something occurs that if this gift didn't come into you, you would have been fucked. It could even be some money. Like somebody gave you some money. You could have had somebody say, look, I want to just help you out. Or somebody did the right thing and gave you some money they owed you. But the timing of when they gave it, it's like they rescued you and you didn't even know you needed to be rescued. For some of you, this is some information that's going to come to you about somebody that you're with. Okay? And you're gonna feel like it saved you from wasting time. Some of you guys were gonna marry this person or engage them, or some of you guys were gonna actively start trying to have a child with this person and then find out something that you didn't even know you needed to be saved from. Like somebody is giving you information you didn't even know you needed. Somebody's making you privy to something that you didn't even think you were not privy to. It's like sometimes people know they're not in the loop. Sometimes people know they need to be rescued, that they're not in it. This is about a lack of knowing. This whole message, what I'm sharing with you, is about a lack of consciousness. The reason why I've been lashing out is because of me needing to increase my consciousness as to why I'm hurt and why I'm feeling like this to begin with. I work very hard to put out a good vibration, but I can't gaslight myself when I'm not feeling it, when I'm in my lowest vibration and I don't give no fucks and there is no love and light today. Right? And I just want you to know, in my accountability of saying, okay, there's no love and light today. There was no love and light today. I went on the road and I got the exact same darkness that I shelled out from mine. Guys, if I read for you, okay, you are the evolved form of spirituality here. Accountability is your superpower. You're an alchemist. You have to understand the power of your energy. You have to understand how you work with the universe. The universe is looking at me. They saved me from my own darkness. I could have killed a man this morning. That man might find me somewhere and be like, bitch, you almost killed me. Troy, Odo is not a demon. Demons are fully active by this time of day. They have things to do. That's not a demon, man. That's not even a djinn. Anyways, they're gonna come into this reading because they need this message the most, right? I'm somebody who actively, consciously works to not send bad mind to people, to not send that bad energy out there. And I sent it out and I almost got my shit slapped. It could have been the worst day, but by the grace of God and the mercy of my Creator, Prime Source, Most High God said, okay, she's gonna reflect on this. She's gonna understand. We don't need her to go through this in the harshest way. She's gonna go, and she's gonna go where she's going, and she's gonna sit and reflect on all this dirty energy she got from this 40-minute drive. You guys don't get no bad energy from me because I don't really have to deal. You guys do. It's. I'm allowed to feel what I feel. I was starting to shove it out. I wanted the people around me to feel like how I feel, and I'm trying to hold it, and I let some of that out a little bit. God knows, I don't know, I don't deal or talk to none of the people that live around. I have no idea what them I go through, but I shelled out some darkness today, and I felt justified because I feel like people did certain things to me around there that I don't deserve. I have people being petty with me and throwing garbage on my clothes while they're on the clothesline, like just dumb shit. You know what I mean? And it's all just petty, trying to fuck up my vibration and bring me down to a lower vibration with all the other petty fucking fools. And I didn't fight it this morning. I didn't fight hard enough. Guys, don't keep giving Odo attention. Odo is going to remember what they were told in this reading, because they're going to put out a whole heap of dark energy in the way they get lit back. Remember, we're all under judgment, guys. It has nothing to do with good people or bad people. It has to do with what have we learned.
Morning. Good energy, good vibes.
Okay, did you see what she just said? She come here, thanks, boss. She come here. Oh, kind of scanty portion that, boss. Where the rest of it? Where the rest of it?
He said it never happened like this. He said later. He go give half more than this.
I walk.
I never have no more.
I walk.
30 weeks from.
Okay, thanks, boss. You see how she came? And the first thing she said was positive energies, and we're sitting here talking about our dark energy, our bad vibes, our not feeling good. It's a choice. It's a choice. She probably has her own shit around, her own struggles, her own fucking problems, but she chose to come here and greet people with good vibes, good morning. That's fighting. That's fighting. That's how you fight. You understand? She could be going through even worse things than me, but you see the energy she shabot. Good to see you guys too. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just sharing some of my spiritual work with you, and I'm also just giving some warnings here, because we've got death. We've got the coffin. These are not no play times. I swear to God, after we leave from here, may I go home and lock myself in my blood clot yard and listen to prayer and burn frankincense. Think a joke. Because I want to put a different energy out. Top of the morning. You never caught a live before? You know why? Because we're also going at a completely different time than we typically usually do, which is good, but this was totally divinely guided. I did not plan to do this live, but after the morning I had, I was like, I have to reflect on this and then share. All right, now let's pray. Let's pray and let's pull some cards and see what else the divine wants to bring our attention to here. Okay, collective, I'm also seeing. So this is also a download based off of, it's triggered by an experience that I had. So I was talking to this youth, my little child, one of my little friends there. He's just so bright and bow-faced. Anyway, so I was telling him about an experience, and I went to a party, and there was two girls. I went with somebody, and there was two girls that I was kind of standing beside, and they kept looking at me and laughing. So I started getting kind of triggered, so I started sending out all this darkness. Who the fuck are these fucking bitches? And I start picking them apart in my brain. And then I go to the guy I'm with, I'm like, yo, who are these bitches? And why are they looking at me laughing, bro? Right? The guy I'm with says, yo, I know them. Boom, I just allow it there, but I'm still not liking. So then laugh at him, don't laugh at me. And that's what I'm thinking in my brain. I can't hear a thing they're saying. But it didn't matter. I saw them laughing, and my insecurity immediately assumed that they were saying something bad at me, and I shoved a whole heap of darkness at them. But tell my little Bridget about it, and he calls me straight. He's like, yeah, but they probably weren't really laughing at you. I'm like, no, they were. They were saying this, that, and that. Or I think they were saying this, that, and that, because I didn't hear nothing. Not a motherfucking word that came out of their mouth. I couldn't even see what their mouth was saying, because I kind of looked at them like, and then they just looked at me and looked at him and, and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm feeling triggered. It's giving high school, and I wasn't good in high school. It was either I took a lot of abuse or I snapped. Like, so but the you was like, they were probably laughing at him. Yeah, they were looking at you, but they don't know you. Like he's like, you're so insecure. Like, I told you I'm doing shadow work, right? Who knew I was this insecure? Like, you could have told me I was insecure. If you told me I was insecure, I'd be like, where? But there's residual. Imagine I styled them and like cussed them out or said all the bad things I was thinking to them. Meanwhile, they weren't even talking to me. And then I end up getting jumped by 2 bitches at party. Oh my, and this has happened to me before. I got fucking jumped. Well, I did get jumped, and then my cousin came and washed the bitches, but I got jumped because I got involved and I was drunk. It was just so many things, so toxic, right? I think I'm the shit, but I'm insecure. Yes, that's why we have to tell ourselves we're so much the shit, but it's still shit. The heart is sick and is desperately wicked. No one can know it. Repent and turn to Christ. Ivan, this message is for you. Santana. Trying to change my subconscious to recognize when people perceive my negativity. I get money in my pocket. I love you, girl. Hey, Chef Deb. Hey, Joy. Top of the morning. Hey, Maffy. I promise I won't try to be so loud this morning. I'm also very loud. And I just feel like I'm constantly like trying to suppress my loudness, and then it comes out in these like really like erratic times. I don't know. It's just I've been going through a lot spiritually, but working out has really, like getting back on my workout regime, you guys already know who've been here for a while, right? Is really important to me. Oh, thank you. Be loud and free. Thanks, Jim. Thanks. I'm as loud as free. I'm as loud and free as I feel appropriate based on the location. Like yesterday I was here at this restaurant and a big like thing of lightning came and I screamed, Sia! No, I screamed, Jaja! The dude I was with was like, he didn't have to be so loud. That's why I love this kid. Because he's so bow-faced. I'm like, you're my cousin in my mind. And I love his mom. His mom is way too young to be my mom, but she's like, she's so cool. I'm like, your son's my brother in my brain. New world. Why'd you delete it? What did you say? It's our outer inner child. Don't ruin what God has for you. In a moment of anger, think of Moses spent forever up in the mountains only to destroy what God gave him in a moment of anger. Couldn't go to the promised land. Collective. Read what Juju just wrote. Can I pin this? Let's pin this for now. Because that's really important. And I knew it was spiritual. I knew it was a spiritual initiation. For the ones who chose, whether you want to consider yourself chosen or you chose to be the one, they're both 2 sides of the exact same coin. You have to choose to be the one when you're chosen. And you can choose to be the one, but if you're not chosen, you ain't going nowhere. So it's about alignment. And that is really important. Remember, Moses led a bunch of people to the promised land and couldn't make it and blew his own opportunity. And after all the work we've done, collective, it would be a crime. it would be a spiritual injustice to not just you, all of your ancestors, guides, guardian angels who worked so hard to get us to this point. Do what you have to do. Part of I've had anger issues for a really long time. Like I've had court mandated anger management. I've actively had to work on my anger, and that's a big reason why I do this dark work and share it with you, because it's helped me heal my own mental health issues. That's how I know anger is just a secondary emotion to the primary emotion, which is pain. So I just focused more on the pain and I just got less angry. But your anger is trying to tell you something. It is sacred, but anger is fire, and you know fire can either keep you warm or it can destroy you. So I don't believe God's trying to tell us to pretend we're not angry or to not acknowledge our anger. It's to look at the root. If you're angry, that means something's hurting you. Some of you guys are also experiencing chronic pain, which is affecting your mood. This could be in your body. These could be migraines, and it's affecting your mood. It's more than feel them, it's process them and understand what they are. Bye, Mama. Bye. And process them and know what they are and what they're trying to tell you. I didn't meditate this morning. I got up and I just started doing things. I didn't want to process whatever sadness I felt. I just wanted to be happy. So I'm gonna start listening to my music. I'm gonna go to the gym. Bah, 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 bah. I still don't know what's wrong with me. All I know is that the anger that I'm exuding is bringing me dark energy back in return. That can touch me. So if I put good energy out there, it doesn't stop people from sending negative energy to me. It stops me from being an energetic vibrational match to said energy. If it's a match, ding, it touches me. If it's not a match, it goes past me, above me, on the side. Doesn't matter, it just goes around. Oh, I made it a match today. And it almost killed somebody before noon. I'm telling you, after this reading, I'm going home. I'm getting some food and I'm going home, and I'm gonna work on my motherfucking energy. I'm a powerful somebody. I cannot afford to be shooting out dark energy like that. It gonna come back to me, and it's gonna come quick because I've worked very hard to balance out my karma, so it's gonna come real quick. It's also the times we're in, we're all under judgment, right? But anyways, Creator God, Prime Source, Ancestors, Guides, Guardian Angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective, all the messages that are in our greatest good, surrounding our material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to us, our personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Creator God, Prime Source, Ancestors, Guides, Guardian Angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular, all the healing, the love, support, guidance, and protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you, so glory be to the Most High, forever and ever. Amen. All right, guys. Now that we cleared that, we got consciously aware, we're accountable of our energy, let's see what the Divine wants to bring our attention to now. Don't return to sender, I'm telling you. That's the unevolved version. It's the unevolved version. You don't return to sender. You don't return to sender. Especially when you don't understand what the sender is, who, what, how. I said I returned to sender this morning, and within an hour, it was sent back. I don't know, a part of me loves that about life, even though I felt the darkness and I just wanted to go curl up in my yard. Then I'm like, I sent a whole bunch of dark energy over there too. It's fine, there's a bunch of dark energy. You can't blame me for the dark energy around there, but I'm not a contributing factor. I shouldn't be. I absolutely shouldn't be. I'm not like that. Not like them. Anyway. Okay, so now we're moving on to some next messages now, okay, guys? We've got the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, thanks, boss. The Nine of Pentacles speaks of independence, singlehood. It speaks of your independent endeavors in the 3D. So it could be speaking about, you could be living with people and you're gonna be taking an effort to live by yourself. So you could have like maybe roommates, or you could be living with your family right now, and this is taking the step to go and live on your own. So this is a slow ending to whatever situation you're dealing with at this time. Right? So if it's where you live, it's a slow ending. You could have been wanting to move for a long time. That's why it's the coffin. Coffins speak of slow endings. So it wasn't happening quick and fast. There was a reason why it was taking its time. Also, if you guys are trying to move and you can't, there's a reason, and you need to look at that. No matter how much I want to move, I'm very grateful and I love where I live. But I just feel like I have to evolve. I just feel like I'm looking for something, you know? That's all. I'm looking for something. Right? So you have to acknowledge why the universe isn't moving you. It could be because you need to be grateful. It could be because there's something you still need to gain from experience or knowledge. For some of you, it's a relationship. You want to leave this motherfucker behind, but you can't do it. It's because if you don't get why you're connected to this person, if you don't get why you chose them, you're gonna separate from them and just go manifest the exact same dynamic. So the universe is like, okay, so what? We're supposed to let them squander this and then go work hard to bring them the same lesson? No, you're gonna be stuck on this right here. I can't tell you how many times I felt stuck on men that I knew I would never be with. But I'm telling myself I'm in love and I can't stop having sex with them. And really it was because I just was afraid of going back to being single and being alone. And if I really look at why I got with them, it was because I didn't want to be single and alone anymore. It wasn't because they thought they were the one, right? So yeah, some of you guys are, this is that change in lifestyle we were talking about over on Patreon. You guys are entering into a new phase, right? This portal energy, this is about experiencing a new phase in life and allowing a new phase to integrate into your existence. This is allowing things to be very different, allowing your routine to change, allowing the way how you allocate your time, where you put your energy, what it looks like, what's important to you now that maybe on the old phase of life wasn't so important. How are you living on the old phase of life that just doesn't align with this new phase that you're going into? So this is you in a karmic energy deciding if you're really ready for this new phase. Because if so, you're going to have to be willing to make some changes, collective. For some of you, you're bringing in love and romance, and it's going to require you to make some changes. Changes that you might not have anticipated. So if you're single now, you would have thought, yeah, I have to stop talking to certain people. I have to stop sleeping with this person. I probably have to stop doing this or that. You're not seeing the actual change this particular union is going to require from you in your actual lifestyle. So that's exciting, but the collective showing up in a karmic, this isn't a karmic. You didn't come out of singlehood with this grand finale and the trumpets to just enter back with a karmic. This is the collective in a karmic energy, because that's how you step into your new timeline. You're the motherfucking karmic, and you have to make a choice to choose divinity, to choose change, to choose evolution. And that's what your karmics taught you. Many of you guys are going to be put in the exact same position your karmics put you in. You're going to be the karmic. And people are going to be looking at you to see if you make the right decision. They're going to be reading about you. What are you going to do? Right? Tables are finna turn. Summer says, top of the morning, girl. Meant to be single, meant to not slave for survival. For now, but this is what I'm trying to say. Certain phases of your life and paths you were on meant that you were to be single, or you were to be in that relationship, or you were to work in this career field, even though you always seen more for yourself and you always had desire for expansion. It's the karmic, it's the Seven of Pentacles, it's the karmic cycle of Saturn. I would have been closer to the beach, but the music's just too loud. I don't care about the YouTube will still ding me for it, but I won't be able to hear. Aw, Flower of Christ, don't worry. The retreats will be booked soon. I mean, the retreats will be available for registration soon. Inshallah, by the grace of God. Lord willing, okay? Jamila, thank you for the validation. I really wasn't sure I was gonna do this live, and then I just was like, I wanted to catch the energy in the moment. I didn't want to come and tell you about the energy from this really composed place. I wanted you to feel my connection to the energy that I'm reading to you. I'm not reading it from a higher, evolved, no. Like, and I was so karmic this morning, it was insane. Like, I know that I've been living in survival mode for a really long time, and I can assume the worst. I can assume that what's happened in the past is just finna happen again. You get me? But obviously I don't believe in it that much because I'm brave and I put myself out there. So I know there's a part of me that believes in a different outcome, believes in better, or else I wouldn't be so brave to push myself, push the limits and shit. You guys aren't feeling good this morning, you guys are feeling like a negative energy, you guys aren't feeling good, honor that inside of yourself. Take 20 minutes. I promise you, if you go in and look at your anger, you're gonna start to feel emotional and you're gonna wanna cry. I promise you, because your anger is just telling you you're in pain. Your anger is the part of you that says, if you keep fucking playing with me and pretending that I'm not in pain, I'm gonna ruin your world. I told you, your shadow ensures that you are taken care of. Emotionally, mentally, physically. When you integrate it, that's its fucking job. Okay? And for a long time, we ignored our shadow. We didn't know why we were in pain. We didn't know why we were so fucking angry. We didn't know why we sabotaged the dog shit out of ourselves. We didn't know. The shadow always knew, and the shadow hated us for ignoring it and pretending, and knew we were cowards. We went out there proving we were brave. You know why? Because our own shadow is like, you're a fucking coward. You won't even come down into the hell of your own fucking soul, bitch. You're a coward. That's why I ain't afraid of no liars. I don't care what they kill, what they do. I can see the coward in somebody. But more importantly, I can see the coward in me. I can see my brave parts, but I can see the coward in me too. Oh, shadow work is one hell of a fucking... My anger this morning comes from physical pain. Yes, and I'm mad, but I've been kind to my body. It's so much harder to work through the anger than it is to hit the gym for me. Yeah, but physical activity doesn't just have to be through the gym. It could be a 2-hour walk in one of your favorite parks with a friend and a coffee. Right? Like, you have to use your own creativity to determine what the best form of physical activity is for you. But if your body is in pain, remember, your body is also harboring a lot of what it's been through. Remember, it's called the emotional body because your emotions are stored in the body. The mind, the body, the soul. Emotions fall into the body category. That's why people they drink liquor and they do drugs to come out of union and consciousness with their body, but more important than their body, the emotions that are stored in it. Does that make sense? I ain't even saying don't be afraid of the darkness collective. There's so much darkness I'm afraid of. Half of the time, there's sometimes I just want to lock myself in my house. There's enough darkness. I'm talking about your fucking darkness. The darkness inside of you should not be afraid of, no. And a lot of people are. That's why they pretend it's not there. That's why they'll let their anger live out and attack and then pretend, I didn't do that, I'm not angry, I didn't do it, but. They're afraid. Some of you guys are afraid of your shadow because of a relative. You don't want to be like them, and you know your shadow's kind of like them, and you don't want This is somebody you consider to be evil, violent, just really, and they're like, they're one of your parents or somebody who raised you. So you don't do your shadow work and you deny your shadow because you don't want to be like them. If that makes sense. 600 people this morning. Jesus. Top of the morning, beautiful people. I hope you have an amazing day. We were talking at the beginning of the live, if you're not feeling it today, if you're not in a good mood, if you're not feeling good, okay? Just give yourself some time to acknowledge how you really feel. Don't gaslight yourself and try to push through. If you're feeling yourself angry at somebody, if you feel like you've had injustices done to you, instead of pushing it out, being like, these fucking people, they do me wrong, they're this, they're that, the third, go within and be tender to yourself and be like, I didn't deserve that shit. I'm a good person. I'ma stay this way. I don't know about them, but I know I didn't deserve that shit. I know I deserve better, and I'm gonna align myself to better. Do you see the difference? This morning I didn't chose. I woke up and chose violence. Thank God violence didn't choose me though, right? But anyways, guys, hold on one second. We're gonna take a break. Go get your breakfast, go get your something, but there's something on my mind that I need to address really quickly, or else it's gonna affect my messages. Give me 2 seconds. I had to do it again because while I was talking to you, my shadow was saying some whole next thing that had nothing to do with this, and I had to address that right now, or else this whole, I don't know, man. I don't know, yo. I don't know, man. I'm in a weird ass fucking energy. I'm just gonna be straight with you guys. The messages I'm getting are they're from this evolved place. That's what it is, right? Because we evolve from the crown, from Kether first. And then Malkut evolves and follows with it. And I felt more well-versed on the old cycle. Like I'm in this weird energy where I just feel I'm on a new cycle. I don't know, I just feel like not equipped. Like where do we go from here? It's like the old cycle was so familiar. I felt like a 12th grader in a high school, like for my shit this, make somebody tell me. I know what the fuck is going on here, even if these motherfuckers don't. But I'm on a new timeline. I'm being pushed into this new timeline where I'm not so versed. I don't know. And it's gonna make me emotional because there's that part in my shadow, that insecurity that says, well, you don't know, you're not equipped, and that's not for you. My poor shadow. It's hard for it to believe that things will be different. Darlene, I pinned your comment because enough people are feeling the physical pain and they work through it and they don't tend to themselves and they don't tend to their body and they deal with their body like a fucking slave. And people wonder where karma comes from. It's not just for what you do to other people, it's for what you do to yourself. Some of you guys aren't kind to yourself. you're in pain and you are so poverty conscious, well, I can't afford to acknowledge my pain. I have to keep going. Well, it's unsustainable. That's unsustainable. Just telling you from now, that's unsustainable. It's getting hot now. I'm gonna have to wrap this up now. I'll still come on Wednesday or Thursday. Just wanted to deal with this isolated this here. Okay. Okay, we do have a 10. Oh, wow. Now I'm hearing the message, you didn't know you needed to be rescued. Somebody is going to like emotionally rescue somebody. I don't know how that'll go though. For some of you, you're gonna meet somebody and it's gonna feel like they saved you. You're gonna come into some kind of partnership with this person and it's gonna feel like they saved you. It's not them, you're gonna feel like God saved you through them. And this is you in the karmic energy looking at somebody else's divinity as a blessing, like how somebody shows up or what they do. It's something of a rescue. But it doesn't have to be like save somebody from a dangerous situation, which with the 7 of Swords and the coffin, it absolutely can be. We have the Knight of Swords again. It's come out in every reading, in every deck, in some kind of shape, form, or fashion. This Knight of Swords with the, oh, it's the anger. It's the anger. Someone's gonna save you from your own anger. But how? Okay, guys, you have to work with me. This is like, it feels like newer information I'm trying to process. Okay, so yesterday I didn't post the video Patreon, but I will, okay? But I recorded a video and the Emperor came out with all 4 kings. And the Empress came out with 3 queens. And guess what the missing queen was? What's the name of our fucking channel? The Divine didn't name this Queen Cup because my sun sign's a Cancer. It's named Queen Cup because that was the last queen that the Empress was gonna have to get. The hardest one. The hardest one. That reading was nuts. And it was the same energy, like I couldn't fully fathom and understand. Like why, out of all these 80 cards, the Divine brought the Emperor with all 4 kings out together. So right away I'm like, with the Magician. And then the Empress comes out, I'm like, no fucking way. I look, all 3 queens. So I'm like, what? And then I realized the queen that was missing. That's why this channel's called that, because this is what we were always gonna work the hardest to reclaim, that part, that cup. It's also the mother archetype. And I thought it was really funny in that reading because in the community, we're all like, us divine feminines are waiting for our divine masculines to get it together and to get, right? But in that reading, Divine Masculine was waiting for Divine Feminine, and Divine Feminine couldn't proceed because she was missing one of the queens, one of the parts of herself. And ironically enough, it was her heart. To be willing to receive love again. Queen of Cups is about receiving it. Knight of Cups is about giving it. And the King is about the balancing between the two. To me, from my understanding, from a maturity level. People really struggle. People, I believe, struggle more to receive love than to give it. If somebody struggles to give it, they struggle to receive it too. And a lot of the time, people don't even know they're receiving love, which is why they get it, they take it. Once they realize it's love, they don't want what you have to give anymore. People feel more comfortable taking from you when they think you have ulterior motives and that it's all a scam and that you're just doing it for clout or da-da-da-da-da. But then once they realize, oh my God, that was real love, you'd be shocked how much they don't want to take it no more. Okay, I gotta eat breakfast now. I'm feeling the gym. Oh, the chat froze. I didn't see none of the... I have been honest with myself, and this is the worst feeling, Queen Cup. You got my heart. I asked for a message, and you gave it. No problem, Riley. It's one never-ending Satan-worshipping scam. Oh, Yvonne. Same here. This morning I had a dream of my heart space. It was empty and something strange happened. I started to feel things pouring in my heart space, kind of weird. Your own self-love. Because remember the journey of the cup, right? You give the cup, somebody puts a bunch of garbage in it. No, sorry. You give your cup, somebody takes all the water out of it, they throw your cup on the floor. They don't want your cup anymore, so you don't even want it. And you're out there trying to manifest, but you don't have your cup. And then the universe is like, where's your cup on your little manifestation table? You're like, fuck the cup. Fuck love. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm gonna manifest with what I got right here. Then the cup got kind of dirty and like rusted. Then you realized you needed the cup and you had to go and get the fucking cup. And then now you have to scrub it because it's been like rotting over there, right? This is a whole alchemy process. A whole alchemy process. However this played out. It's not, oh, the last time I got my heart broken, I just took my cup, filled it back with some Fiji and we were back on the, no. That's not how it went down. Last time you got your heart broken, somebody took your cup, dashed it on the floor, you said fuck the cup too. Well, if they don't want it, what the fuck do I need the cup for? If they don't see any value in my cup of love, well, I don't need it then. But you needed it for yourself. And that's what made you go and get it out of the fucking grass and go clean it up, because you realized you were dying and you were walking in the desert with no water. And that's why God told you to take your cup up full of water, because God knew you were gonna go in the desert. God's trying to rescue us all the while. And we never know we need rescuing. God's just like, thank God for the creator, prime source. Thank God it's not the way Satan wanted it to be. Thank God our creator is running the show and is having fun with it. Anyway, the Ten of Swords. Oh wow, there's a massive betrayal here surrounding a child. There's also, I'm also seeing somebody who's not fit to be around children finally being addressed. Somebody's gonna finally tell this motherfucker, you're not fit to be around no motherfucking kids. And we're gonna leave that message there. I'm also seeing somebody lied, like somebody in the past, they didn't tell the truth and they're gonna come and say that I was lying back then and this is why, and this is the truth. Which in my opinion, if you're gonna lie, do it from a conscious place. I'm not saying lying isn't necessary. I'm saying lying is extremely detrimental to your mental health from a place of lack of consciousness. People lie because they're afraid. People lie because they're being judged. People lie because of how they're being personified. People lie because they're not sure. People lie because they don't have a better answer. Like, people are just lying. And then it just throws them into this psychosis and this illusion, and then all this fucked up shit happens. They're like, what, right? But real demons, people who are integrated with their darkness, they will lie strategically. This could have been somebody who lied strategically and they're about to explain, I had to lie. And this is why I lied. And I'm sorry that I lied to you, but I wouldn't do it differently. This is what I felt was the right thing to do, what I needed to do. This is the sound of a shadow that is integrated with the higher self. It has a task, it has a purpose, and it's not aimlessly being led by dark forces outside of it, right? Because the way darkness follow back at each other, you know? Like, darkness needs other people to follow back of it. Light doesn't need that. It really don't. I mean, it's better. You bring a bunch of light workers together, you're gonna light that. You're gonna light anywhere up like a motherfucking Christmas tree, the darkest of places. No, Yvonne is going, you see, Yvonne is struggling, right? Because Yvonne's hearing a lot in the spiritual community about shadow work and the inner darkness, but Yvonne has multiple demons, okay, that are having their way. Naya, oh my God, Naya. She ain't got no girl, I can't. I love all parts of Angel Gang. I really do. My anger this morning. The only time my inner voice lies or is wrong, it leads me to something better or teaches me discernment in my feelings. Angel Gang deep, Empress. Yvonne tweaking, I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie about it, because if she's going through an awakening, she's got these demons all up in her shit and her soul's gonna fight that. See how Yvonne was talking about Miss Cleo? It goes back to the message of the unevolved witch, right? There are evolved, divine, spiritual, alchemated entities around here. Like there's this unevolved version. Oh, that was another message about the tarot. Remember I used to tell you the tarot community is gonna go to shit. This fucking community is gonna be obsolete in a couple of years. No. The new readers coming in. Woo! Woo! And you know what's crazy? I read about these readers years ago. It's a wave. It's an entire generation that it's completely going to revolutionize and evolve the tarot community and how it supports the general public and what it supports in the general public. So guys, when it comes to some of you guys, don't need validation from other people. If YouTube suggests you a reader who only has like 500 or 1,000 subscribers and you need validation, or the video only has 60 views and you need validation externally, you won't watch that, and that might be like literally like a personal reading for you. That you didn't have to pay for. It was free on YouTube. You just had to like, share, subscribe, and send positive energy as an exchange. Wow. Yeah, it's a back brace. Sorry guys, yeah, it's a back brace. And it also helps to keep my shoulders back because I hunch a lot. Anyway. So shout out to you guys. We're so excited to have you. Shout out to the whole tarot community. Straight up, man. And the work that the tarot community does to support people spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, without degrees and without brick and mortars and without all that shit. It's so cool. Even the company the tarot community has kept for all the people in hermit mode alone, not talking to nobody. You know? Thank you, tarot community, for everything you did for me, yo. There's enough times I couldn't look at none of these motherfuckers or talk to none of them, but I go on YouTube and those are my friends. I was gonna be like, those are my bitches, but I don't want to disrespect you guys. But yeah, you guys make me laugh. You guys are funny as fuck. You guys are so tapped in, it's insane. But the new wave of readers. Jezebel better run! Jezebel better run, these bitches. Okay, and these bitches are what you would look at and consider bad bitches. They're not bad bitches, they're evolved bitches. They're the best bitches. They're great bitches. Sorry, I'm saying that because I just said to somebody the other day, you can call me you can call me the best bitch, you can call me a great bitch, you can call me a good bitch, but don't call me no bad bitch. And in turn, he turned around and he's like, you're a bad bitch. And I'm like, you know what, I'm done talking to you. Anyway, bitch comes from, I don't mind being called a bitch. Like, I raised one of the baddest bitches who saved my life for the longest time. Shout out TT, okay, hunting dog gang, all right? That bitch taught me so many things about life. I don't feel as bad being called a bitch, even though like I dated a guy once who refused, like he hated that my friends would call me a bitch. Like he's just like, it's disgusting. You sound so trashy. And I'm like, I know. We are trashy, kind of. TT. I love how everybody hails up TT. We anyway. Let's see what else here. Then we got the King of Cups. Okay, yeah, you see? Okay, this is that message. That's why this is this karmic energy again. This is you, collective. This is you. I'm reading for you, right? There is something that you saw or heard, and you're going to be initiated to get the whole truth and nothing but it. The problem is this is in conflict with the truth you created to fill in the blanks for whatever you saw. So that's a tough one. You saw something and somebody's coming to bring you some kind of clarity and you're going, no, I know what I saw. What did you see? What did you really see? It's the page energy again, remember? The page is supposed to be humble and curious and be like, I see this, and have more questions and want to know more and evolve to the night. Not sit there and be like, do you know what I know? You don't know anything. And some of you guys are in karmic energy because you need to acknowledge you don't know something, or you didn't know, and that you speculated, and that you filled in the blanks, filled them in with your own insecurities and experiences from the past. The truth is coming in, but it's in conflict with a truth you created. It's not actually a truth, it's an illusion that you created to fill in the blanks. You didn't get the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so in turn, you tried to fill in the blanks. Something is coming in and challenge that, so that the real truth can come in. Why does this keep, I don't know. Chat keeps freezing, that's why I have to do this, sorry. Yvonne, I wouldn't talk about my mom if I were you. I'm one evil somebody about my mother. People know that from Mani, especially where I come from. So I'd be careful, because some darkness might touch you today if you keep pushing it, you know. I tried to share with you what I went through this morning, and I'll talk about nobody's mother. Even when somebody says to somebody, go suck your mother, they're not talking about nobody's mother, you know. Okay, the God of my understanding. All right, we're gonna wrap it up there, guys. I love you guys. Okay, have a great day. I hope this energy, I hope the reading, the energy in this reading supported you in some shit. And collective, another thing too before we wrap there. Your trauma created a path to your future. Okay, that I don't think I said that right. Because I don't know how to say it other than allow things to be different than what you thought, than what you assumed, than what your pessimism told you what your old past cycle, that things you went over again tell you. It's not easy, man. It's not fucking easy. Anyways, I'm gonna go now, okay? I love you guys, okay? Bitch. Hey, I gotta come off. Because Yvonne is just... She's Jezebel grasping for fucking straws, yo. Before her ass gets fucking toe up. Oh my God. You know what it is? This is why you don't see me, eh? You see, in the past, I usually avoid you guys feeling this way. And Patreon gets the worst of it. And they pay, and they get the worst. They get the best and the worst. Shout out to Patreon gang. But, I just, how much pain and wounding does a bitch have to fucking heal? Like, hey, Mariposa. Hey, Deb. Fuck these menacing spirits, yo. I'm just trying not to be one of these low vibrational motherfuckers. Venus is exactly opposite Pluto. Sophia, what does that mean? Oh, thank you, Damien, thank you. See, Divine Masculine's always trying to remind Divine Feminine that they're loved. This is what I was trying to say. You see how Feminines thought they were waiting for Divine Masculine? I'm telling you. You were waiting for Divine Masculine to get ahead of you. It's like, right now in the energies, Divine Feminine isn't, and when I say ahead, any more ready or prepared. Divine Masculine is in a ready, prepared energy with all four kings, fully encompassed. It's Divine Feminine that still has a blockage, and the blockage is the lack of the Queen Cup energy. Which is why, ironically enough, we named this channel this. It makes total sense now. As you guys know, I don't give a fuck about a sun sign. I'm all the signs. I've been telling you guys that from how long? Okay, but I'm gonna go now for real. For 6 or 7 years, Venus is in Leo opposite Pluto in Aquarius for a few days. It's a very confrontational energy. Pluto is the gatekeeper of the divine of the divine Leo energy. Venus finds dignity in it. Okay, well, first of all, the confrontational energy, I can feel it already, yo. Oh my God. I don't even want to tell you guys what happened, but the confrontational energy is out of this world. People must really think I'm a celebrity, which is a motherfucking joke to me, because people are trying to catch me on camera being crazy. Like, I'm afraid of people seeing me out of sorts on camera, cussing or doing, like, I don't care. You guys are lucky I'm not on OnlyFans. Like, I could. Anyway, you know what? We're done. Ciao. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.